then you will get the two equations. So from 9
Trial
to 1,
version.
that means 6.
Trial version.
Sir, is the degree of freedom anyhow related
Trial
to the
version.
Gibbs free energy?
Yes.
Trial version. Trial version.
Then write down law of
Trial version.
equipartition of energy. Law of
Trial version.
equipartition of energy.
Trial version.
স্যার আমি এইমাত্র জয়েন করলাম, আপনি কি কোনো নিউমেরিক্যাল
হ্যাঁ,
দিয়েছেন?
কোনো
Trial
কিছু নাই
version.
তো বলছি। The law of equipartition of energy. Now this law was first given by actually the Maxwell's. Maxwell, very famous physicist. Okay, the Maxwell's equation, you'll find it out in electrodynamics. One of the most important
Trial
equation
version.
in electrodynamics. Maxwell's equations. The revolutionary equations, 4 equations will be given.
Trial version.
So the first it was being given by Maxwell. Write down the law of equipartition of
Trial
energy.
version.
The total kinetic energy
Trial version.
of a dynamical system
Trial
in
version.
thermal equilibrium
স্যার আমি মিস
is,
আউট
Trial
করলাম।
version.
I'm telling you, just follow it. The total kinetic energy
Trial version.
of a dynamical system
Trial version.
in thermal equilibrium
Trial version.
is shared
Trial version.
equally
Trial version.
by all
Trial
its
version.
degree of freedom, is shared equally
Trial
by
version.
all its degree of freedom,
Trial version.
comma, the energy
Trial version.
is the actual statement, the energy
স্যার একবার রিপিট করবেন, আমি
Trial
জয়েন
version.
করেছি।
okay, just this is the law of equipartition of energy, very
Trial
important law of equipartition of energy.
Trial version.
Write down, it was first given by Maxwell's.
Trial version.
So the statement says the total kinetic energy
Trial version.
of a dynamical system
Trial version.
in thermal
Trial version.
equilibrium
Trial version.
is shared equally
Trial version. Trial version.
by all its degree of freedom, is shared equally
Trial
by
version.
all its degree of freedom, comma,
Trial version.
the energy
Trial version.
associated
Trial version.
per molecule, the energy
Trial version.
associated per molecule
Trial version.
per degree of freedom is
Trial
given
version.
as half
Trial version.
into K. K is the Boltzmann constant into capital
Trial
T.
version.
Half into K into capital T.
Trial version.
Into capital.
T. Capital T is the temperature in absolute scale.
Trial
By K
version.
is the Boltzmann constant. R by N. Already you have learnt it. What
Trial
is
version.
Boltzmann constant? R by N, that is. So half into
Trial
K
version.
into T. So energy associated
Trial version.
with each degree of freedom
Trial
per
version.
molecule. Okay, equals to half into K into
Trial
T.
version.
This is the very important law. Now, okay,
Trial version.
just I'll go ahead with that from here. Suppose there are
Trial version.
f number of degree of freedom, small f is noted by degree of freedom. Okay,
Trial version.
then what is the average kinetic energy
Trial
of
version.
a molecule? What is the average kinetic energy of a
Trial
molecule
version.
then? Tell me.
By 2 KT.
Trial version.
Half into f by 2 into kt. Perfect, sir. F by k into
Trial
f by
version.
2 into kt. Perfect. Because per degree of freedom
Trial
per
version.
molecule is half kt. Am I right?
Trial version.
Half kt per molecule. Per molecule. Remember it. Not mole. Molecule.
version.
So per molecule is per
Trial
degree of
version.
freedom is half kt. So from here,
Trial
that means
version.
I can write it down as for f
Trial version.
degree of freedom,
Trial version.
for f degree of freedom of a molecule
version.
is your how much? If there are f number of degree of freedom,
Trial
then average
version.
kinetic energy of a molecule. So average
Trial
AVRAG, these are required in thermodynamics, sir. Then your job will be easier. So
Trial version.
average Ke of a
Trial
molecule
version.
of f
Trial
degree of
version.
freedom. DOF, it's written degree of
Trial
freedom.
version.
স্যার এটাকে আমরা কাইনেটিক
Kinetic energy. Molecules
Trial
have
version.
all kinetic energy. So half into K F
Trial
into
version.
KT, because per degree of freedom per molecule average kinetic energy is half KT,
Trial
where K
version.
is the Boltzmann constant. Okay.
Trial
And
version.
then can you tell me what is the average kinetic energy of 1 gram mole of gas?
Trial version.
So 1 gram mole. So average
Trial version.
kinetic energy of
FRT by 2. FRT by 2.
very
Trial
good
version.
gram mole of gas. 1 gram mole of gas means how many
Trial
number of
version.
molecules, sir?
Avogadro's number.
Capital N
Avogadro
number of
number
molecules.
6.03.
Trial version.
Okay. Yes, capital N number of molecules are there. So and
Trial version.
R value you know 8 point.
314.
R value how much did you find out last day?
8.31.
8.31.
8 point 8
Trial
point
version.
2 joule per
314.
mole 3, yes, joule per mole per Kelvin.
Trial
I showed
version.
you how to get it your value of R last day calculation. So 1 gram mole equals
Trial
to
version.
1 gram mole contains n number of molecules, so half into F into N
Trial
into
version.
K into T. Now K equals to R by N, so that means half
Trial version.
F into R into T.
Trial version.
This is the kinetic energy expression. Very important expression, sir.
Trial version.
Okay, and this is called the internal energy of the gas,
Trial version.
of 1 mole of gas. This is called what? The internal energy
Trial
of
version.
the gas. So this is internal. Now we have stepped into
Trial
the
version.
thermodynamics. internal energy
Trial version.
of 1 mole of gas.
Trial version.
Sir, can the total internal energy be calculated manually, like adding up the
Trial version.
energies that
No,
are,
no, 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 no.
because all are not known?
Trial version.
Okay, so this is called the internal energy of the
Trial
gas
version.
for 1 mole. Remember
Sir,
it. This
how R is
Trial
NK?
version.
already last day you got it the K.
Trial
Okay,
version.
Boltzmann constant
Okay,
is
sir.
R by N, sir. Isn't it?
Trial version.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Trial
Any
version.
any problem, sir?
Trial
Tell
version.
me. Any queries?
Trial version.
No,
No.
sir.
So this expression we will use it because
Trial
see
version.
whatever you'll be doing in chemistry, that is very, I mean, you're mostly theory. You will not do
Trial
the
version.
mathematics, how you are getting it and all, what are the calculations. But physics, you'll be doing all calculations in
version.
detail. Although the present syllabus in, I mean, your new modified syllabus, they have cancelled
Trial
most of the
version.
parts, but still I'll teach you, okay? Because you need to know it's not that
Trial version.
everything I'll teach you, whatever is required. I'll not leave out
Trial
any
version.
portions. Write down one sum. So this is
Trial
kinetic
version.
theory of gases over. We have entered into the thermodynamics with the internal energy. Write down a
Trial
numerical.
version.
From a certain apparatus,
Trial version. Trial version.
now you know the Graham's law of diffusion, isn't it, sir?
Trial
In
version.
chemistry?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So write down.
Trial
From a
version.
certain apparatus, the diffusion rate
Trial version.
of hydrogen gas
Trial version. Trial version.
has an average value of
Trial version.
28.7
Trial version.
centimeter cube per second.
Trial version. Trial version.
While
Sir, 28.
0.7 centimeter
version.
cube per second. While
Trial version.
that of another gas
Trial version.
is 7.2 centimeter cube per second.
Trial version.
Identify
Trial
the two
version.
gases.
স্যার ওয়াইলের পরের পার্টটা একটু বলবেন?
Trial version.
While that of another gas
version.
that of another gas is 7.2 centimeter
version.
cube per second. Identify the two gases.
Trial version. Trial version.
Identify the two gases.
Trial version.
স্যার আবার কোয়েশ্চেন রিপিট করবেন?
Repeat করতে হবে? Okay,
Trial
from a
version.
certain apparatus, the diffusion rate of hydrogen
Trial
has an
version.
average value of 28.7 centimeter cube per second,
Trial version.
while that of another gas is 7.2
Trial version.
centimeter cube per second. Identify the two gases.
Sir, I
Trial
got the
version.
answer.
Okay,
Sir,
don't say,
oxygen.
don't say,
Oxygen, sir. Oxygen.
Trial version.
don't say.
Trial version.
Sir, এটা তো হালুয়া হালুয়া কোয়েশ্চেন ছিল একদম।
এতেই
Trial
কতজন
version.
করতে পারবে না? সবই কম্পিটিটিভ এক্সামের।
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
স্যার এই কোয়েশ্চেনটা কি নিটে বা মেইনসে এসছে?
Trial version.
নিট
Trial version.
আর এবারে নিটের কোশ্চেন তো খুবই সিম্পল, আমি
Trial
তোমাদেরকে
version.
বলবো, আই গট ইট, মানে খুবই সিম্পল,
নিটের
এত সিম্পল যে
সিম্পল
Trial version.
হ্যাঁ?
স্যার নিটে ফিজিক্স সব ফর্মুলা থেকে কোয়েশ্চেন এসে যায়, কোনো প্রবলেম নেই।
Trial version.
ফিজিক্সের খুবই সিম্পল প্রবলেমস নিটের, মানে
Trial
এত
version.
সিম্পল দেওয়াটাই ঠিক নয়।
Trial
ইয়েস
version.
স্যার।
ডান।
Trial
Yes, sir.
version.
এইমস এর পেপার ভালো আছে, এইমস এর ফিজিক্স খুব
Trial
ভালো।
version.
হ্যাঁ, এমস তো এবারে ইনক্লুড করে দিয়েছে না,
হ্যাঁ, ওটা খুব বাজে করেছে।
এমস
Trial
আর
version.
জিপমার দুটো ইনক্লুড করে দিয়েছে, দ্যাটস দ্য
মেইনস
প্রবলেম।
লেভেলে কোয়েশ্চেন আসতো ফিজিক্সে।
Trial version.
এমস ইজ টাফ।
Trial version. Trial version.
All of you got it?
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
So
Trial
you
version.
see over here the Gram's law of diffusion,
Trial
you
version.
know. So what is the Gram's law of diffusion? Who can tell me?
Trial version.
Who can tell me?
স্যার রেট অফ ডিফিউশন অফ আ
R1
গ্যাস
by R2 is equal to root over M2 by
Trial
M1.
version.
Very good. The rate of diffusion is directly proportional
Trial
to the
version.
RMS velocity, are proportional to CRMS or VRMS.
Trial version.
Understood? This is actually the Gram's law of diffusion. The rate of diffusion is directly
version.
proportional to the RMS velocity of the gas molecules. That means
Trial version.
this is a Gram's law of diffusion. So R1 by R2, you see how it is linked with the
Trial
I mean
version.
your behavior of the other parameters. So C1 by C2 or CRMS by
Trial
C1
version.
RMS by C2 RMS. Now C equals to what? Root over of 3 RT
Trial
by
version.
M by root over of 3 RT
Trial
by
version.
M2. So basically this will be a what? M2 by M1. Understood from where
Trial
you got?
version.
Understood why
Sir.
I did the
Trial version.
Sir, sir, if the two gases are in one single container and there is a hole
Trial
through which they are
version.
coming out, then how will we take the ratio in that case? Because the entire container is
Trial
not
version.
filled with both the gases. So তখন
No.
কি করে?
See,
Trial version.
the rate of diffusion, that time you have to take the mixture.
Trial
The partial
version.
pressure চলে আসবে কি তখন?
Yes, partial pressure চলে আসবে, ভলিউমটা থাকবে।
Trial
হ্যাঁ,
version.
তাহলে ঠিক আছে।
ওটা
স্যার
আমরা
তখন ফর্মুলাটা হবে
পরে করব
P1 by
প্রবলেম।
P2
Trial version.
root over
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, you will
M2 by
see
M.
it when the two containers are there and there is a connecting pipe
Trial
and
version.
there is a valve is opened. We will see these problems.
Yes.
These problems using the partial
version.
pressure, total volume remain constant. We will do it, and total number of what else?
Moles.
What will
Trial
tell?
version.
Total number of moles will remain the same.
Yes, total number of molecules and the
Trial
total
version.
volume will remain constant. So using that, we'll be doing that sums. Perfect. So from here
Trial
now, you
version.
got it here. That means M2 by M1 equals to
Trial version.
R1 by R2 whole square. That is your how much?
Trial
28.7, isn't it? 28.7 by
Trial
7.2.
version.
7.2 whole square means around
Trial
4.
version.
So that means 4 square. That means 16. Isn't
Trial
it?
version.
All right. So M2 equals to
Trial version.
16 of M1. Okay,
Trial
that
version.
means one is if hydrogen, then other one is what? Oxygen.
Trial version.
Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Trial version.
Now next one, another one,
Trial version.
write down.
Trial version.
স্যার আমার একটা কোয়েশ্চেন আছে, এইটা একটু আউট অফ
Trial
সিলেবাস,
version.
অ্যাস্ট্রোফিজিক্স পার্ট থেকে। সো ওয়াই কান্ট দ্য velocity of any particle be greater than
Trial
velocity
version.
of light?
দেখো এটা তো একবারে বেসিক কনসেপ্ট অফ ইউর আইনস্টাইনস
Trial version.
theory of relativity. Understood? These are the basic assumption.
Trial
Clear?
version.
এবারে যখনই ওটা on the basis of that entire, I mean your theory of relativity is
Trial
derived.
version.
Theory of relativity is based on three basic postulates actually. So out of that, this is
Trial
one.
version.
Now if this one, I mean you like you got it your change of reference of frame
Trial
actually.
version.
Time change. T dash equals to T minus Vx by root over of 1 minus V square by C square.
Trial
All
version.
this calculation comes on the basis of these three, I mean your three basic postulates. If
Trial
anybody can prove that can move with a speed greater than the speed of light which we have
Trial
assumed
version.
it, then automatically the theory of relativity in that case will not be valid. So new theory will come
Trial
in that
version.
time. And
Okay, sir.
we have a method of determining the in the
Trial
lab
version.
only, determining the speed of light, that is called Michelson's experiment. You can go
Trial
ahead with
version.
the net, you can check it out, the Michelson's method for determination
Trial
of speed
version.
of light using your octahedral mirror, so that you can get it. So it will
Trial
see
version.
that it is coming 3 into 10 to the power 8, 2.99 like that, and 10 to the power 8 meter
Trial
per
version.
second only. So next one,
Trial
write down.
version.
If pressure remains constant,
Trial version. Trial version.
then at what temperature,
Trial version.
then at what temperature
Trial version.
RMS velocity of the molecules
version.
of a gas
Trial version.
স্যার একবার রিপিট করবেন?
if pressure remains
version.
constant, then at what temperature
Trial version.
the RMS velocity of the
Trial
molecules of a gas will remain
Trial version.
half of the RMS
version.
velocity at 0 degree centigrade.
Trial version.
Okay, find out the
Trial
temperature.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
স্যার রিপিট করবেন আরেকবার?
Trial version.
আবার রিপিট করতে হবে? ঠিক আছে,
Trial
বলে
version.
দিচ্ছি, দাঁড়াও। বলেছে যে if pressure remains constant, then at what temperature the RMS
Trial
velocity of the molecules of a gas will remain half of the RMS
Trial
velocity
version.
at 0 degree centigrade.
So 68.25 Kelvin.
Perfect.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
স্যার বলছি যে ম্যাগনেটিক ফিল্ড কবে স্টার্ট করাবেন? ওটা কেভিপিআই তে আছে।
Trial version.
ম্যাগনেটিক ফিল্ড তুমি একটু পড়ো, যে জায়গাগুলোতে একটু আসলে ওটা হচ্ছে কি বলতো, ওটা একবারে
Trial
মানে
version.
12 এর মানে একবারে মিডল পার্ট, You
Yeah.
just study a little
Trial
bit.
version.
If the queries are there, just you will tell me. I'll just tell you. Okay.
Okay, fine. I have
Trial
started
version.
actually. That's it.
Especially ওই বায়োসার্ভার ল ওই জায়গাটা একটু পড়বে
বায়োট সাভারটা এখনো
Trial version.
আসেনি। ও তো ওই মানে মোশন অফ চার্জ পার্টিকেল ইন ম্যাগনেটিক ফিল্ড আর
হ্যাঁ
ওই
ম্যাগনেটিক ফিল্ড
Trial
ইয়েস
ফোর্স
version.
অন ফায়ার ওইটা।
হ্যাঁ ওটা ইট উইল ম্যাগনেটিক ফিল্ডে ইট উইল ট্রেস আউট এ
Trial version.
সার্কুলার পাথ
হ্যাঁ সে তো জানি, সেটা জানি।
Trial version. Trial version.
try for kvpy try for kvpy that's the best place to go in life
Trial version.
okay
Trial version.
got it all of you
Trial version.
So 68.28 Kelvin.
okay
Trial version.
okay so
Trial version.
so c1 by c2
Trial
equals to
version.
you know root over of t1 by t2 just now previous sum I did root over of
Trial
3 RT
version.
by m and for a given gas yes or no sorry for a given gas
Trial
c1 by
version.
c2 equals to root over of t1 by t2 now is half that
Trial version.
c1 is half that of the c2 that is half equals to root over of
Trial version.
t1 by t2 273 isn't it
Trial version.
so t1 equals to 273 by
Trial version.
4 okay
Trial
is it
version.
okay understood
Yes,
Trial
sir.
version.
68.25 আসছে।
yes
Trial
and
version.
next I'll move on to your thermodynamics from here only
Trial version.
so thermodynamics basically will dealing with the behavior of the gases
Trial version.
how the behavior of the gases sir when you are heating a gas
Trial
then
version.
how the what are the parameters or how the parameters are changing
Trial version.
now the few parameters are there what are the thermodynamical parameters
Trial
actually
version.
that there are 4 thermodynamical parameters we'll be dealing with
Trial
can
version.
anyone tell me means the variables on which
Trial
the
Sir,
version.
internal energy,
okay very good
then
then
heat,
Trial
okay
version.
okay
work,
okay
Sir,
now
specific heat capacity.
for
Trial
a
version.
given
enthalpy.
gas I'm telling you the basic parameters are your
Trial version.
temperature pressure volume
Trial version.
and internal energy okay and
Trial
others
version.
will be related to these parameters basic parameters so
version.
these are the basic thermodynamical parameters and when
Trial
you
version.
say a gas means you say the state of a gas
Trial
okay
version.
we call it as thermodynamical state now
Trial version.
whenever you are saying the thermodynamical state
Trial
it is
version.
assigned by these 4 parameters like if I tell
Trial
you you are
version.
somewhere in your your some budget
Trial
that
version.
means what I can say this much of latitude and that much of longitude
Trial version.
your situation is like GPS system if you go what they
Trial
do
version.
actually latitude longitude they say the same way whenever you have kept a
Trial
gas
version.
you have taken a gas in a certain container so what are the basic parameters the volume
Trial
of the
version.
gas, the pressure of the gas, the temperature of the gas, and the internal energy
Trial
of the
version.
gas. Now, over here, the internal energy means the kinetic energy. How much did you
Trial
get,
version.
sir? For 1 mole of gas?
Sir,
Trial
1 by
version.
3 mNc square.
Ay, Gadha. 1
Half
mole of
FRT.
gas,
Trial
what is
version.
half?
FRT.
FRT, sir. Half
Trial version.
FRT. Just now I deal with that. Half
Oh, yes, sir. Yes.
FRT. Then,
Trial
sir,
version.
that's why I taught you this part, kinetic theory of
Trial
gases,
version.
so that when I'll do the detailed calculation, it will be easier for you. Okay. So
Trial
that
version.
means whenever we are saying the state changing means these
Trial version.
thermodynamical parameters, they will be changing. Now, it might be
Trial
in a
version.
different way, like anyone may change, may two changes, may all changes like
version.
that sense. So depending on the process actually, how a system
Trial
is
version.
going from one state to the another state. Okay, so depending
Trial
on
version.
this process, the parameters, the thermodynamical parameters
Trial
will be
version.
changing. So depending on the process actually, how they are moving from one state to the
Trial
another
version.
state, the parameters will be changing. Now,
Trial
first
version.
one, we have to know the indicator diagram. Anyone having any idea?
Trial version.
Sir, pressure on y-axis and volume on x-axis.
Very good, sir. A diagram that shows the variation of pressure and volume
Trial
of a
version.
gas. So indicator diagram means this is the most important
Trial
part,
version.
sir, the indicator diagram. So a diagram
The PV graph.
that that
Trial
shows
version.
the variation of. So indicator diagram means a diagram that shows the variation of pressure
version.
with volume, sir. Okay, the pressure
Trial version.
with volume. So this is called the indicator diagram. Every time you will be getting this actually. So a diagram that
version.
shows the variation of pressure with volume, sir. Now, what we do actually when you
Trial
show the
version.
variation, what we do, you plot a graph. Am I right? Yes or no? You
Yes,
take
sir.
5 to
Trial
6
version.
points and then you join it and show the variation. Suppose the variation is your like this is going on.
Trial version.
Now arrow will give it, that means from what state to what state. I mean, this is the initial state I and this is your final
Trial
state
version.
F. All right. Then the
Trial version.
area bounded by the indicator diagram
Trial
with
version.
the volume axis will give you the work done, sir. So
Trial
this
version.
area basically is nothing but the work done.
Trial
So that
version.
means W equals to integration of
Trial version.
P dV, sir. W equals to integration
Trial
of
version.
P dV. Why? You take a small portion, a strip,
Trial version.
small strip you take.
dV.
Trial
You
version.
take a small strip.
Trial version.
This is dV. So what is the area of
Trial
this small
version.
strip, sir? Length into breadth, sir. P into
Trial
dV.
version.
Am I right? Then what will be the total area,
Trial
sir?
version.
The integration. And that gives
Trial
you the
version.
work done. Remember it. So the new expression you
Trial
got
version.
it, work equals to integration P dV by the
Trial
gas.
version.
Remember it, integration P dV.
Trial
Is it
version.
clear?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Trial version.
Yes, sir. Tell me.
sir, that dV is a very small element of that
Trial
work
version.
done.
Element of change in volume, sir. Okay. Now I'll tell you
Trial version.
theoretically, sir, how you are getting it, sir. This is the, sir, only work done,
Trial
sir.
version.
Okay. Don't worry, sir. This is mathematically I'm telling you.
Trial
Theoretically,
version.
I'll tell you, sir, how you are getting it, sir. Integration of P
Trial
dV.
version.
Is it okay? So that I will tell you now.
Trial
See
version.
it. You have a cylinder.
Trial version.
Every time you will get that language only.
Trial
You have a
version.
cylinder fitted with a piston, sir.
Trial version. Trial
Here is a
version.
cylinder rod. So inside parameter is
Trial
P,
version.
V and T. There will be a
Trial version.
term called quasi-static
Trial version.
state. Any idea
Trial
what is
version.
that? Or
Trial
process?
version.
Sir, a process which is not entirely static,
Trial
quasi-static.
version.
No,
The
okay,
partially
I'll
static
tell you
Trial
actual
version.
means. This is the
the
very important
partially
term in
stationary নয়
Trial version.
quasi-static means because all
Very small
processes are like,
deviation from very small
Trial
deviation from
version.
equilibrium.
yes, very small deviation
version.
from, that means every state is
Trial version.
infinitesimally close to its previous state.
Trial
Am I
version.
right, sir? Every state of
version.
the gas is
Trial
infinitesimally close to its previous state. Am I right?
Trial version.
That means change is taking place slowly,
version.
infinitesimally small process going on.
Trial version.
Is it okay, sir?
Trial version.
Is it okay?
Trial version.
Yes,
What
sir.
do you mean by quasi-static process? So every
version.
state is infinitesimally close to its previous state.
version.
Means the change is taking place infinitesimally small
Trial
process.
version.
So suppose the piston is moving up,
Trial
sir.
version.
You are taking the piston up, sir, in a quasi-static
Trial
process,
version.
slowly. I am drawing in a big way. Suppose the piston has
Trial
gone
version.
up. Okay, if I draw so
Trial
small, you
version.
cannot see it. So this
Trial
is your
version.
small increment
Trial version.
dx.
Trial
Okay,
version.
am I right, sir?
Trial version.
yes sir
Trial version.
Yes,
Am I
sir.
right? So what is the work
Trial
done,
version.
sir, for small increment? W equals to
Trial
what?
version.
F into dx.
Trial version. Trial version.
dw actually basically this is.
Trial version. Trial
Is
version.
it okay? So dw equals to write down
Trial
f
version.
dx, sir. Now f equals to your what, sir?
Trial version.
P
Trial version.
into A, area of cross section of the piston, into dx.
Trial version. Trial version.
Is it okay?
Trial version.
Any problem?
Trial version. Trial version.
P into A into dx, F equals to P into A. Now, can
Trial
you
version.
simplify it, sir?
Trial version.
Just check
very.
it out.
Trial version.
A into dx is what, sir?
Trial version.
Sir,
Trial
volume.
version.
A into change in volume,
Change
sir,
in
not
volume.
volume,
Trial
sir.
version.
This
Yes,
portion
sir.
ka
Change in
volume.
volume.
This
Trial
is
version.
dx, sir, not volume. So that means you what?
Trial version.
P dv, sir. Is it okay?
Trial version.
This is the very important expression. This is
Trial
dw.
version. Trial version.
Is it okay?
Trial version.
So quasi static একবার একটু বলবে
Trial version.
Quasi-static means a thermodynamical process
Trial
in
version.
which every state is
Trial version.
infinitesimally close to its
Trial
previous
version.
state. Got it?
Trial version.
Every state is infinitesimally
Trial
close
version.
to its previous state. Means change is taking place
Trial
very
version.
small amount.
Trial
Okay, sir, okay.
version.
Okay?
Yes.
Got it?
Trial
How you
version.
are getting it theoretically? Like dw equals to pdv.
Trial version. Trial version.
স্যার ওই ইন্ডিকেটর ডায়াগ্রামের কনসেপ্টটা এখান থেকেই আসে
Trial version.
Yes. Now the area bounded by the
Trial
curve.
version.
What's the expression? Integration pdv actually, area. This is the expression for area.
Trial
Now
version.
integration pdv basically theoretically what we got it?
Trial
Total work
version.
done. This is dw equals to pdv. So total work done will be
Trial
what? Then
version.
integration pdv. So that means area
Trial version.
bounded by the indicator diagram with the volume
version.
axis gives me the work done, sir.
Trial version.
Am I right?
Trial version.
Am I right?
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
Now, next one you have to remember
Trial
the
version.
sign convention. One mistake, entire sum will be wrong,
Trial
sir.
version.
Then
Trial
work
version.
done by the gas or expansion. Work
Trial
done
version.
by the gas, write down, or
Trial
expansion
version.
is taken to be as positive. Chemistry, they take it
Trial
opposite.
version.
Work
Yes, sir. Sir,
done,
why? Why is the sign
I,
convention
Trial
different?
version.
I don't know, but I'll tell you why we have taken it.
Trial
That
version.
much I can tell you. Write down, work done by the gas
Trial version.
or expansion is taken to be as positive,
Trial version.
and work done on the gas
Trial version.
or contraction
Trial
is
version.
taken to be as negative.
Trial version.
Now I'll explain it why we have taken
Trial
it, sir.
version.
What is my mathematical expression? Because physics goes with mathematics, sir.
Trial version.
What is my mathematical expression for work done, sir? Integration of P dV, sir.
Trial version.
Okay. Now, if expansion, so dV will be positive or negative. Pressure is
Trial
always a
version.
positive quantity, sir. So, if expansion, then dV will be what? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Trial version.
Positive.
Positive, sir. So, then work done should be, sir, what? Positive. Simple.
Trial version.
Sir, physics goes with mathematics, sir. No problem at all.
Trial version.
So, dW equals to, that's why positive. Similarly, contraction.
Trial version.
আরেকবার বলছি. What is the expression for work done, sir?
Trial version.
Integration PdV, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So pressure is positive, sir.
Trial version.
Now dV. Now for expansion, dV is positive or negative?
Positive.
Trial version.
Positive. So work will be what? Positive or negative, sir?
Okay, sir.
Trial
Okay.
version.
So same way for contraction.
Trial
DV
version.
will be negative.
So dV is negative. So work done is negative.
Negative.
Trial
Okay.
version.
Then next one, write down.
Trial version.
Heat supplied to the system
Trial version.
means you are giving the heat. Heat supplied to the
Trial
system
version.
is
Trial
taken to
version.
be as
Trial version.
positive,
Trial version.
and
Trial version.
heat taken out
Trial version. Trial version.
from
Trial
the
version.
system is taken to be as negative.
Trial version.
So his heat given to the system or supplied to the
Trial
system
version.
is taken to be as positive, and heat taken out, that is
Trial
negative. And next one, write down,
Trial version.
when temperature increases,
Trial version.
internal energy
Trial version.
increases.
Trial version.
And when temperature decreases,
Trial version. Trial version.
internal energy decreases, negative.
Trial version.
When temperature increases, internal energy is increases, means positive.
Trial
And when
version.
temperature decreases, internal energy decreases, means negative.
Trial
Sir.
version.
Change in internal energy actually.
Sir, in case of
Yes,
a
sir.
phase change, যদি
Trial
ফেজ
version.
চেঞ্জ হয় তখন তো টেম্পারেচার কনস্ট্যান্ট থাকে, কিন্তু তখন কি ইন্টারনাল এনার্জি চেঞ্জ করবে না?
না না
Trial
না,
version.
চেঞ্জ
বলছি
করবে না
আমি
কিন্তু
কেন, না।
Trial version.
I'm telling you why, sir. Actually,
Trial version.
for a gas, for any molecule, internal energy is the total kinetic plus potential energy. But for
Trial
gaseous system, the internal energy is only based on kinetic energy. Understood? But solid, then it will be
Trial
kinetic
version.
plus potential. But
ইয়েস,
as the gas molecules, they are moving randomly.
Trial version.
Okay, so they have only the motion. So internal energy is taken to be as the kinetic energy of the
Trial
gas.
version.
So, and that's why
গ্যাস থেকে
you
যদি
got
লিকুইড যায় তাহলে কি হবে? গ্যাস টু লিকুইড,
Trial version.
gas to liquid.
লিকুইড
Okay, during the change of
ফেজ,
state,
version.
sir.
স্টেট
During the change of phase actually. Now, during the change of phase,
Trial
sir,
version.
what happens actually? You are providing the heat. Okay,
Trial version.
means the heat is being, I mean, your gas to solid heat is being given out, sir.
Yes, then potential energy is also
Trial
coming
version.
into play.
Yes, that time the in the case of solids or I mean your liquids, that time potential energy will
Trial
come
version.
into the play. But what will happen, sir? There is no change in the kinetic energy of the system
Trial version.
because because kinetic energy per molecule is a function
Trial
of
version.
what?
Temperature only.
Temperature only, and that is why actually we say
Trial version.
internal energy is a state variable or state function.
Trial version.
Understood? So internal energy is of a
Trial
system
version.
is a state function, sir. Why?
Trial version.
Because internal energy is a function of what? Temperature. So that means it depends on
Trial
only
version.
on temperature. So which path it has followed, it does
Trial
not
version.
depends on that. So it depends on initial and final
Trial
temperature
version.
of the system. So that's why internal energy is a state
Trial
function.
version.
Is it clear? Any problem? Tell
Trial
me.
version.
Sir, internal energy
version.
depends on the initial and final position.
State of the system. Why? Because
Trial
internal energy
version.
is what? Half
Function
F
of
into
temperature.
R into T. Temperature is a
version.
function of temperature. Now temperature, what will be the temperature? Depends on what? The state
Trial
of that
version.
gas? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Trial version.
Got it? It does not depends on which path it is following or how the system is going from one state
Trial
to another
version.
state. So that is why
Yes.
internal energy is
Trial
called a
version.
state function, sir. Is it okay?
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
Now there is a law called
Trial
zeroth law. That is everyone knows. Like if A is a
Trial
friend
version.
of B and B is a friend of C, so automatically A is a friend
Trial
of C.
version.
So that is the same way it is being told. If two systems
version.
A and B in thermal equilibrium with each other,
Trial version.
and A and B and C are also in thermal equilibrium with each other,
Trial version.
then it is automatically guaranteed that A and C are also in thermal equilibrium with each
Trial
other.
version.
Got it?
Trial version.
No.
Yeah.
I am telling you two systems A and B are in
Trial
thermal
version.
equilibrium with each other. And other two systems also B and
Trial
C
version.
are also in thermal equilibrium with each other. Then it is automatically guaranteed that A and C
Trial
are in
version.
thermal equilibrium with each other. Is it clear? This is called zeroth
Trial version.
law of thermodynamics. Now, I will tell you today the last part, that is the first
version.
law of thermodynamics, sir, which is most important law, the first law of
Trial version.
thermodynamics. Now, first law of thermodynamics, one more thing, remember it. The first law of thermodynamics gives a relationship
version.
between the heat supplied, work done, and change in internal
Trial
energy,
version.
sir, not internal energy. Remember it. Change in internal
Trial
energy
version.
of the system, sir, not internal
The
energy.
Deleu.
Huh?
Trial version.
Yes.
Deleu.
Deleu. Okay. Yes.
Sir, absolute
So right.
internal energy cannot be
Trial
calculated.
version.
No. Absolute internal energy, perfect, cannot be calculated. We
Trial
can
version.
calculate only the change in internal energy of the system. Okay, when it is going from
Trial
one
version.
state to another state, sir. So write down.
Trial version.
First law of thermodynamics. When a certain quantity
Trial
of
version.
heat is given to a
Trial version.
system, a
Trial version.
part of it, a part of it
Trial version.
is used to
Trial version.
increase the internal energy,
Trial version.
and
Trial
a
version.
part is used, I'm repeating once more, when a certain quantity of
version.
heat is given to a system, a part
Trial
of
version.
it is used to increase the
Trial
internal
version.
energy, and
Trial version.
a part is used in performing
Trial
external
version.
work, and a part is used in performing external
Trial
work.
version.
Now, how mathematically we write that, I am telling you. This is most important.
Trial
So,
version.
mathematically, this is the mathematical expression. dq
Trial version.
equals to du plus
Trial version.
dw. This is the
Sir,
first law.
sir,
Yes,
external work.
external work.
version.
dw is the external work.
স্যার এটা ডেইলি লাইফে এটা খুব ইউজ হয়।
So this
Trial
is
version.
du plus dw. You can write even pdv also.
Trial version.
So this is most important
version.
law. So dq equals to du plus dw or pdv. Now
Trial
next
version.
what we will see, when a
স্যার
system
কেমিস্ট্রিতে
is
কিন্তু
going,
উল্টোটা আছে এটা।
huh?
Trial version.
স্যার কেমিস্ট্রিতে এটা ঠিক উল্টোটা আছে।
Sir,
ওদের
minus
সাইনটা
থাকে,
উল্টো
du
সব।
minus
Trial
w.
version.
ওদের
হ্যাঁ,
সাইন
minus
গুলো উল্টো সব না। Now next day I will tell
Trial
you,
version.
when a system is going from one state to another state in different methods,
Trial
processes,
version.
they are called thermodynamical processes. How we can calculate the work
Trial
done,
version.
sir. Okay, this we will be calculating when a system is going
Trial
from
version.
one state to another state in different methods. We will be studying the
Trial
four
version.
methods actually. Okay,
So
and
second
then
law
we will be going.
Trial
Second law?
version.
Second law আছে। So second
Trial
law আছে,
version.
কার্নো ইঞ্জিন আছে।
Carnot engine to us.
Okay,
Trial version.
so we will move on the different processes and we will do the, please go ahead with a little
Trial
integration part and the differentiation part, because I'll be teaching in detail mathematics
Trial
which are
version.
not given in book. Okay, so that I'll show it to you. Okay,
Trial
thank
version.
you very much. Bye bye, take care, stay safe,
Thank you, sir.
stay home.
Trial
থ্যাংক ইউ
version.
স্যার।
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
sir.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Trial
Bye, sir.
version. Trial 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 version.